Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Alinga Sise of Urban Harvest Organic Farm. For all of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel, I am so grateful, and for those who are still new, please kindly consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Guys, today I'm super excited because we are now at 15 weeks and today we are going to start making our laying boxes. The person who is going to make the laying boxes is already here, and we are first going to feed the birds, and then we shall start thinking of where to put these laying boxes. But in mind, I already have in my mind I already have where I want to put these laying boxes, and I think most of you are thinking of the same. So according to me, this is where we are going to put our laying boxes, guys. This is where we are going to put the laying boxes. But before we talk more about these laying boxes, we are first going to feed them. But just know the birds have grown. We are hoping for the best. The combs are already looking. You can really see it from afar that these birds have the combs now. And actually majority of them. So that means we are still doing the right thing. So guys, you can see it's at 16 weeks is when we are going to weigh them. I want to weigh them again at 16 weeks. That is if it is going to be easy to weigh them. But since I last weighed them, I think when they were 7 weeks, I'm not sure. But just know that it has been a wonderful journey, and the journey is so wonderful up to now because I've not got any chick poultry disease at all. The birds' appetite is good, they are feeding well. And keep in mind that currently we have here 672 layers right here. But initially I had 714 birds. But so many things happened along the way for those who have been following me, and we lost some birds, and we are left with those 672 birds. And keep in mind that here we have the Isa Brown, of which they came from Tanzania, okay? So I'm hoping that latest 18 weeks, 19 weeks, we should receive our first egg. That is now what we are eagerly waiting for. But otherwise, I am doing my best to make sure that these birds don't get any poultry disease. So guys, there is this problem that I have inside here. 1 month ago I decided to put this patches. I think it's now 1 month. But now the challenge that I'm facing with this, okay, the truth is birds are enjoying it. They are climbing there, they are roosting there. You know, it is just nice for them, and it is very important to have them inside your poultry houses. But now the challenge that I have, there are these stubborn birds that they love to go on the topmost eye there. So whenever they go there, coming back is a problem. And I'm seeing that in future we might end up losing birds because of that. Because a laying hen, when it climbs from there, banks itself here, knocks itself down here, it can easily break an egg inside, and that bird will end up dying. So I have those birds, most of them, they love to go up there. When now we come to bring in feeds, you find them fidgeting to come down, so they just jump from there, I don't know, fly and knock themselves down here. So those ones you're seeing, they'll fail to come back. You can see, I don't know how they have gone up there, but coming back is a challenge. So now I really don't know what to do, because they also need these patches. You see, it is hard for them to come back down. So these are few challenges that we who are doing this flow system or the depleter system face. You end up losing a bird just carelessly or reckless like that, because now you imagine those ones have failed to come back. They'll just jump from there, knock themselves here. Others do knock themselves in this drinker, and that is really not good if a bird is laying eggs. That is how sometimes these birds end up dying, when the eggs break inside. And you try to crack your head what has made the egg to break inside, and those are some of the causes. So what I want you to know about putting these laying boxes is that it is best to put the laying boxes as early as possible. Actually 15 weeks I even put the laying boxes late. I was supposed to put these laying boxes at least by 13 weeks. The laying boxes should be in place. So if you're going to start the project, make sure you start planning early enough. Now me, the guy who makes for me the laying boxes, or who does for me renovation here, does the construction, was busy somewhere. That's why he ended up not coming early. But for you, you must always plan early. Make sure by 13 weeks the birds already have the laying boxes. They should already get used to that corner, so that when they start laying, those birds are just going to go there direct and lay from there. Someone one time asked me that, how do these birds know these are laying boxes? Okay, the birds love to lay in dark corners. So that is why it is best to choose a darker corner to put your laying boxes. But sometimes you find that you also have no option. Now like where we are going to put our laying boxes, now like this other corner is not dark at all. This corner is always hit by the sun. When it is morning time like this, it's always hit by the sun. So it is basically not dark, but I have nothing to do. So always choose the darker corner where to put the laying boxes. And make sure you put the laying boxes which are enough for all the birds. So we are going to start preparing it today, and we shall again talk more when we've brought the laying boxes inside here. So for now, let the birds first feed as we plan. I'll bring the ingredient inside, we see, and he starts the measurement, okay? But otherwise we are soon reaching there, because the birds are now 15 weeks. I'm counting roughly 3 weeks, only 3 weeks for these birds to start laying eggs. But just know, feeding these birds is not easy if you are not prepared. You must always prepare early enough for these birds. It is not a gambling project, okay? It's not a project of gambling, because with these layers, their feeds are expensive. Now currently, the prices of maize have gone up, the prices of maize bran have gone up. So basically, it is not a cheap project. But you have to know that it also has profits. You can also get out your profits and your capital out of this project, so long as you do it the right way. So let us first leave the birds to feed, as we discuss with the engineer, and then I bring him inside and we see where we are going to put our laying boxes, so that actually I want him to finish the work by today. Okay, I also have some boxes that I had got. It was somewhere for my business, somewhere I brought them here, so probably I may use them, so the work is not going to be so much. But if not, we shall just make our new laying boxes. So let the birds first feed, and then we come back later. See you right back. So guys, these are the things that we are going to use to make our boxes, but I can see the color is not going to be so good for our bird, so we may be forced to paint it either black or brown so that our birds do not get scared, because these birds love to lay in a dark place, and if it is white like this, so it will make them a bit scared. But there is no much work to do because the boats were already in this shape, and we shall just do a few things to bring it to the shape that we want. So this is what we are going to use for laying boxes. I'm not using very ordinary wood. By the these are very expensive wood, and just like I told in the beginning that I had them in some other business premise of mine. So we are going to now just transfer it to the farm. So we are already doing the work. We are doing the modification. We go buy the paint, then we come and paint it. So that is now what we are doing right now. But I'm sure at the end of the day, the work will come out perfectly well. Just like I've always said that I would love you to use the available resources. So this will save me a lot from buying new materials for making these laying boxes. So let us first do the work, then I will show you when now we are finally done. So guys, we are still making our laying boxes. Honestly, I thought that it would not take a whole day, but you can't imagine. It's already 4 p.m. in the evening and we are still making these laying boxes. You know, I thought that since it was already, we already had the boats that were already in sections, it would be easy. But honestly, it's not easy. You can see how far we have come. But we are still going to paint it because I just don't want it to be white color. You know, these birds prefer something darker. So that's why we are going to paint it. So we are still making the laying boxes, and honestly, I don't think we shall be able to put them inside today because there's still some little work left. But we are doing a great job. It's almost done and it's going to be very beautiful. So right now, let's first go and feed the birds. Since it's already evening time, we are going to first feed the birds, and then we shall look at these boxes tomorrow, I think. But just know it's coming out very nicely. It's right there. My girl has already started giving them the feeds. Just see. So they are feeding. So since the birds are already 15 weeks, we are going to deworm our birds very soon. Very soon we shall deworm the birds. And this time, I wanted to use charcoal and papaya leaves. So I'm still looking looking for the papaya leaves because I do not have it around my area here. But I wanted to mix the two, and the charcoal we are going to use it this time, I think, in the drinking water. So that's what we are going to do. This is what we are using for locking the windows. Guys, remember we are left with 3 weeks for this bird to start laying eggs, and we are really wishing and hoping that they really start laying at exactly 18 weeks, latest 19 weeks, so that at least we start rejoicing and having bigger hopes. Because when these birds start laying eggs like this, remember day one in all these birds, you can see there are so many birds, 672 birds, but you can't imagine you find that it's only 1 egg that we shall get that day. The next day we may get 2 eggs, 3 eggs. So many of you think that these birds start laying at once, like on the same day, but that's not true. You will find 1 egg today, tomorrow 2 eggs, like that. But if you take care of your birds well, just within 1 month or within 4 weeks, all the birds can start laying eggs. So that's why I'm trying hard to do everything possible, give them the enough feeds, the right feeds, to make sure that when they start laying eggs, at least within 4 weeks or 6 weeks maximally, all our birds start laying eggs. And when they start laying eggs, at that time also, they can easily get these chicken diseases. So you must always try to boost on their immunity, to protect them from getting these chicken diseases. Like biosecurity should be tight. Not so many people should frequent entering your chicken house. Like me here, it's only me and my girl who helps me here who enter inside here. Even my family members, we do not enter inside this chicken house, simply because I've been in losses before, and this is like my recovery farm, so I really do not want to mess around with it again. So that's why I'm being very, very strict. Even for so many people who want to come and do training, still haven't yet started doing training because of that. So when the birds start laying eggs, they can also easily get these chicken diseases. So you must be very, very careful. Some of you, when your birds start laying eggs, you become so excited, like you don't even now take care of them like the way you used to, because you think that you have arrived. No, if those birds have not laid consistently for 1 year, then you're still not in business. So please make sure that you do the right thing so that we get the right profits that we are supposed to get. So for the laying boxes, I'm sure you'll be able to see them probably tomorrow. That is if we don't look at the older birds, because for today the work is still going on and it's already evening time. Probably we may not finish the work, but honestly, I thought that the work was going to be very easy, since those woods already had segments in them, like they were in different sections. So I just thought the work was not going to be much, but there was a lot of planning, a lot of changing this and that is why it has really taken so long. So for today, that is all I had for you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for always coming back. Thank you so much for all your wonderful love and support. But if you're still new, please kindly consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell so that you never miss out any upload. Share this video, comment in the comment section down below, and I'll be so grateful. See you next time. I love you all. Bye-bye.